Hello, just doing a quick video here in this Epiphone Explorer. I bought it in Victoria, BC at a pawn shop. It's had quite the life though. There's the back of it. So it's got it. It played when we got it. I don't know how, but it did play. But it's definitely been smashed on a stage or in someone's somewhere. And it looks like it took the big hit here, took the chip out. And if you go close enough, you can see the cracks through the body, down there, this region here, through here. Let's turn the guitar around so you can see a little bit better, but yeah, down through here. Just missed the pot cavity, all down to the center of it, but it didn't split right in half, and down through the pickup jack too. Oh, sorry, yeah, just missed the pickup jack, which is weird. I thought it would bust through here through the pickup jack, but went right down into the middle of the pot cavity and through. So basically, this whole triangle right here, ready to break off. And also I did a full neck break here, right where it meets the body. It's been glued back together, and it's also screwed back together with decking screws. Or this is a drywall screw, one drywall screw, the rest are decking screws. Kind of at random. And that cracked right there. Cracked the outer body, kind of where it's thin. So before you could flex this piece, you can grab it and flex it. And same with the neck. You could, if you did a bit of a neck bend, it would really bend. So since then I've glued into this area. So I separated as much as I could. I took guitar picks, kind of use them for wedges, and use some Gorilla Glue and my clamp. And then got as much in as I could, and then just clamped it together. Quite a bit forced out, so I think I got quite a bit of glue in there, and it seemed to be pretty good. Then I built this plate, this aluminum plate, and put two here to kind of anchor to the body, and then one out here. It's the only kind of place I can get to really bite into. It's right there because the pickup or the pot cavity is below that, so main place where I get some meat and kind of grab. And for the neck, kind of same thing. I separated as much as I could, and then I took a scalpel, a sharp blade, and I kind of dug out as much as I could under the neck, because it had been repaired. It looks like they used epoxy or something. And so I couldn't take it off, but it was flexing. So I did what I could. Let's get a better light here. I did what I could to kind of like get a gap in there and then force some glue in there, and then same thing, clamped it down, and then I did put one of the screws back in, but yeah, that guy there, I countersunk it, so now I can sand that flat, fill it, and just go with a little bit of black. And you won't see the big, huge decking screws hanging out of it. They're like, the heads were actually up off the body. They weren't even tight. It's like, I couldn't believe it. And same with the pots. I think I salvaged them. There's some of the soldering that went on. But I think I can clean that up. Clean up the volume pots pretty good. So I think I can reuse those. The switch was broken. The knob was broken clean off, so I have another switch. of a black kind of cover, but I'll have to get one. Pickups looked okay. They were working okay. I don't know how they were working, but with the wiring that was kind of gobbed in there, they were still working. EMG's USA. So, good pickups. And it sounded pretty good. I gotta say, the guitar sounded good. What I should have done was a sustain test and all that, because it still had sustain. So even with his body broken, the neck broken and not fixed where it should, and just loose, it was still sustained. So you just kind of wonder about how much the body matters, and you know how perfect the guitar has to be to get sustained, because it still actually played fine. But I'll get all that back together. This is what I had before for a plate. It's had this piece of plastic kind of like that and duct taped over with the pots coming out. So I put that on there. I might paint that black or leave it because you know, it's not going to be a museum piece. It's supposed to look kind of beaten up, which it does. Just got it for cheap at a pawn shop, so I thought, what the heck. My son purchased it, and I think it's pretty good. It has Grover tuners. There's a serial number. But the tuners are all good. The headstock's actually in good shape. A bit of a blemish there. Kind of a blemish in the top there, and then the neck has some scratches, but I can sand that out easily and smooth that over. It's all worn smooth from playing anyway, so guitar was definitely played quite a bit. I think the frets are okay, but I'll just clean them up and clean up the inlays too. That'll clean up and look a lot sharper than that. You can tell the fret from the fretboard though it's definitely been used, but good quality frets on these Epiphones. They're not dented and dinged in hardly at all. They're actually pretty good shape. Like, you can see a bit of a change in the surface for where the frets were getting warmed by the string. There, focus. But they're pretty good. Can't complain. The nut's okay, nut height was okay. I'll double check it. If anything changes from all this goofing around, I'll change it, but it's pretty good. The brake isn't in line with the body brake isn't in line with the strings. The neck brake is though for sure, but it seems to be pretty good now that I've glued it and put that one screw in solid. So I'll get it all together and get a playing demo, but good project, that's for sure. Like once you're done, then you get a good Epiphone Explorer and kind of something good to start with EMGs and ready to go. You have a great day. Bye bye.